keys, bro. I'm gonna go to the studio. I can't get my keys up. You slide on me?
Yeah, I got you. I'll be there in like 5 minutes.
Alright, bet. Appreciate you.
Welcome back to Everything About Nothing. I'm Saint. I'm here with my guy Key.
Yeah.
Happy New Year to everyone out there. How you been, bro?
I've been cool, man.
Yeah.
Once again, new week. Busy again like always.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good. It's paying off, man. I got some new videos out on my personal channel. Got another one come out this week too. I got 2 new subs on that channel. That was dope to see. You know, so just thankful for that. But the hard work's paying off, so I've been good.
Yeah, you've been working hard, bro.
Yeah.
Putting out a lot of videos. I know you got some shit in the tuck, but I guess that's behind the scenes information.
Mm.
But no, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what you're doing with your channel. I like the new content, the new ideas and shit like that. The rebrand.
Yeah, thank you.
Shit.
Yeah, got a new intro coming in soon. Like you said, doing a lot of working behind the scenes stuff, and here soon enough we're gonna be even bigger and better, man. Cause we're gonna try to get better and grow.
That's what's up.
How you been? You been decent? You been well?
Yeah, I've been pretty good. Good and bad at the same time. It's kind of weird, but I'm at a place in my life where I'm figuring a lot of shit out and just kind of finding a way to make it through. But I can't complain. It's been a fun, interesting new journey. What? But yeah, I mean, other than that, Happy New Year to everyone out there. I know we already said that, but I mean, I don't know. What you feeling like today, bro? What you want to get into?
I just have one quick question before we get too deep into anything.
Okay.
Colgate or Crest? What do you use and why?
I use Colgate with the hydrogen peroxide.
Okay.
And I guess that's the only reason why, because it's the bright red one with hydrogen peroxide.
Okay.
And it helps me disinfect my Invisalign. So,
Okay.
What about you?
So is Colgate the better brand than you think?
I don't know, to be honest.
Okay.
I think it's probably the more advertised brand.
Okay. I use Colgate, like that's my preferred choice at all times, but it's crazy because sometimes I've eaten a rush, I'm like, I need toothpaste. I was grab either or.
Yeah.
But my go-to one is definitely Colgate.
Is Crest cheaper or something?
I don't know, nigga. I feel like it could be on the fact of, I feel like when I have had less money on my hand, grab this Crest about $3 for like $1 still and grab it. I don't know, but I'm like, if I got paid, I'm like, dang, you said $10 for 3 packs? I'm going to get that Colgate.
Damn. Yeah, no, because now that I think about it, my toothpaste is like $10 a little tube, and I go through probably about one a week.
$30 a month.
That's 40.
Oh.
4 weeks in a month, my guy.
Yeah. I'm trying to develop something deeper. I just lost my train, gave it a random number out. Hopefully
You gotta try to do my yearly budget for my toothpaste.
Yeah. How much niggas spend on toothpaste a year?
Hey man, you gotta put the money where it's important.
Yeah, for sure.
I invest in certain things, kind of like, never mind, I don't want to talk about the dumb shit I've invested in.
For sure.
I definitely got some goofy purchases.
We all do.
But, nah, man, I actually wanted to ask you, bro, because recently I was at the gym and I ran into somebody that I used to know back in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to get your opinion on what you think about just running into motherfuckers that you used to know. Like, how you feel about that?
As far as from school in general, like, what do you mean?
It could be from school or it could be from anywhere. I guess in my eyes, if I just use school, because that's where the person I knew them from.
Right.
So,
high school or just in general, like elementary, middle school?
anywhere, bro.
Okay. I'm just gonna make sure we cool, understand? But no, I think it depends what it is. Like, typically it's nice to see them. Like, this is how I feel. As far as my classmates goes, like people in my generation, I feel like our generation, and I'm sure all the generations feel this way, that their generation is special and dope. I really feel like our whole generation as a whole, not even 2016 class, like people under us, like in our little group of people, I feel like they have a lot of potential, always have, even in high school, like very smart individuals that we grew up with, and we all have like a vision and plan. So it's dope to see and hear what they're doing in life. It's always nice to see how they're accomplishing things, or, you know, just see where they've been. You know, I mean, I ain't gonna sit and talk for a whole hour with you because we don't talk much anyways. I hate the aspect when I see you and they're like, oh, it's good, bro, let me get your number, and, you know, we can link up here and there. And I'm like, all right,
never link.
Yeah, never link. Like, that's how I want to, but I'm saying sometimes, like, if you really was cool like that in high school, how do we fall off so hard? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But in the same sense, it's good because when you're growing and stuff, some people got to break off from you and fall away. So
Yeah, I like what you said about like the people in our generation, people a few years within our age range. I think that you're right. We do have a lot of people that can be successful if they do the right shit. A lot of talented motherfuckers that we grew up with, for sure. But I think that's normal because whenever you talk to someone who's successful, who's famous, who's rich, whatever you want to call it, usually they grew up with other motherfuckers who happen to come up as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's weird how you be sitting there talking to someone and they're like, oh yeah, I know so and so. We used to go to high school back, and then you would never think that they knew each other. But for me, no, I like running into motherfuckers that I used to know, especially when I see that they're doing good. Because this person in particular, they actually were doing pretty well for themselves. They were doing good. They're talking about they were just getting into church and things like that. They were becoming a teacher, or they actually are a teacher. I don't remember what school they said, but just what they were saying, man, was some good shit. I'm glad to see they were doing something positive with their life, and it makes me happy to see that.
yeah, man, like, cause honestly, it hurts me too when I see people from our school that aren't doing so well. Like, going, damn, bro, like, especially knowing that you were. Because we all have our hopes and dreams, and it's kind of people give up on them. That's the problem right there. People give up on their dreams, and I feel like kind of sucks, you know.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of good ideas, and I feel like more now than anything with social media nowadays. Excuse me, my bad. I feel like people put on their goals and dreams because of people's opinions. Though. Like people don't want to even post their content or their ideas because, like, well, what if this person doesn't like it? Well, you won't have nothing on post it, or
Yeah.
even give it a shot, bro. So you're putting your dreams and goals or whatever you have in life on hold or won't do it at all for someone you might never see again in your life. That's insane to me and really waste of a life, unfortunately.
Nah, it definitely does suck. A lot of motherfuckers will stop doing something because they're too worried about what someone else would think about it. And it does hurt because I think we've ran into people like at the same time together where we've seen them, they're just not doing very well. And it's like, damn,
Yeah.
like that really hurts to see you out here struggling like that. But you can't really change everyone's life until you get your shit together first. So that's the hard part.
You can't help anybody else, you help yourself. Valid.
Right. But I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. So let's move on to something a little bit more positive.
Okay.
I don't fucking know. And actually, something I want to address is everyone says that I fucking dodge topics on here.
You do.
No, I
I'll
don't.
I'll ask a question, or in the past we have people only ask questions. You'll just go over it. So, yeah, no, you definitely do. But say your spill. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm here to let y'all know I'm answering questions. Nigga, I'm not dodging no smoke. I'm answering all questions, all categories, all topics.
Speaking of smoking, dodging it, John Morant not ducking smoke. He beat up a little kid. What you think about that? True or false? I mean, I like Ja. That's my guy. But I just want to. What's your thoughts on Ja beating kids up?
I mean, if he did it, shit, he deserved whatever punishment that is. But I believe it said that they're suing him.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't know. It makes me feel like maybe he didn't actually do it because if you just suing him, you hoping that he probably settles, and that way you could take some more money and then get away. But if he actually punched you, whatever, with it being a minor, because I think they said the kid was 17, just press the charges. And then if you really wanted to sue, you could sue too. But fuck it, I would just press the charges. I mean, I'm not snitching at all, but if I was, I'm going to press charges. I don't really give a fuck about suing you.
I heard too it was back in the summer too, so I feel it was kind of late. It's all getting brought up now. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like it's been so long. Like why is this not getting brought up right now? I don't know. It's just my opinion. If I got hit by John Morant, I'm suing immediately.
And how big was a 17-year-old?
I don't know.
Because I mean, like.
John's a pretty smart guy. I mean, he's a grown man, but still, yeah.
Nah, but you seen some of these niggas, bro. They be 17, but they're 6'6", 280 pounds. Like,
Oh yeah. Them
why are you
brothers.
that fucking big?
Yeah.
You got a fucking mustache, beard, and everything. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah. Nah, most definitely.
Because I wouldn't assume you a fucking minor. I would assume you a grown-ass man. And
Yeah.
we gonna fight for real.
Yeah.
But, nah, didn't you say you had some wild shit for me that you wanted to get into, or nah?
It wasn't really wild. I thought I was gonna get more response to my COVID question.
Oh.
I don't know. Like at the time I thought about it, I feel like with you to catch you off guard, I catch you in the mood. Like sometimes you'd be like very open to my nonsense.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes it doesn't get you like. So I thought that one. I had cooking for a while in my notes.
That's what you had cooking.
I had cooking in my notes. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get this man.
Nigga thought that was a fucking banger.
Hey, and see, so we put it out and we try. If it doesn't succeed, we try something else. Our next one.
I look forward to the next one, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I have a question for you.
What's good?
Do you think that people actually like to have an input, or would they rather be told what to do, or do you think people just like the illusion of having input, even if the input doesn't actually mean anything or do anything?
I think, to be honest, it depends on how drastic the decision will impact somebody or something. And I say that due to, like, just to compare it to voting, for example. People don't vote because they feel like their opinion doesn't matter.
Right.
Input doesn't matter. Or even if it does, like, I'm not here to say does or doesn't, but people do it just to see the results of it. And then when it doesn't go through or fly through, they be like, oh, well, you should have did this, you should do that. And people are like, well, it doesn't really matter, clearly, because you voted and look what happened. It didn't change anything.
Right.
So I feel like people do want to have their own opinion, to answer your question initially. They do want to have input and feel like they do have input, but in a lot of situations it don't matter. I feel like a lot of things are already decided for it. Not everything, but a lot of things kind of decided, I feel like.
Yeah, I think it depends, like you said. I think in a work environment, in a daily life, I think people rather be told what to do.
Yeah.
Because if you leave it up to someone to decide what they're going to do in their daily life, a lot of people would do nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm just not one of those people. I can't live my life not doing a single thing, like just sitting around, like playing a game or laying in bed all day. I can't do that. So for me, I'm going to go out and go find something to do.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like a lot of people need someone else to tell them to do something. But in the same sense, though, I think people like to voice their opinion, like social media and shit like that. And so it does good for them to feel like someone is hearing them, even though nobody may actually be hearing them or giving a fuck what they're saying.
Right. I mean, for example, I'll use one for work example. So on holidays and stuff, when we deliver packages, they be like, well, if you don't want to deliver our package, you don't have to. And it's like, part of me could be like, oh, cool, I deliver. Like, I usually do, cause I work hard, so like, I'm going to deliver these packages because I ain't trying to have these shit in my truck tomorrow. Cause I know, okay, here it goes. So my input matters, but it doesn't matter. So if I choose to take these packages back to the station that day, I know the next day I'm going to be overloaded. So it's kind of like the illusion of you have an input, but kind of like, you better do it, because if you don't, you ruin your day tomorrow. Right. You know what I'm saying?
That's a big thing for kids, I think.
What?
Like your parents telling you, make you feel like you have a choice, but you don't.
Oh, yeah.
I like to do that to adults. I like to make adults feel like they have choice when they don't. Ask them their opinion or ask them to do something when they're going to do what I ask.
Yeah, we went over this before and how you ask my opinion, don't really give a damn what I say about it. So, yeah.
Nah, it depends on the day. So if I'm feeling...
I think you took my opinion once on some shit. I mean, granted, the things you asked for aren't that big of a life-changing decision. You asked me if you get like a fry or a large fry, and I say medium, you'll get a small just because, like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Nah.
I like getting your opinion, man. I think you're a wise guy. Great fucking guy.
Gratitude, I appreciate that. I appreciate it.
But let's get into the shits. The relationships.
Oh, okay. I think it's shits.
Your favorite topic. I think you love relationships.
I love relationships. I love love, bro. Love.
Yeah, I think you're like a relationship type of guy. Some would say that you're even a serial dater, right?
I used to be, sure.
Yeah.
But not no more. I don't be caring.
I think you've changed a lot. I don't think you really give a fuck about something like that.
Nah, not anymore. I think the old me used to, because I wanted to I'll say this. I didn't have anything I was really too focused on. So I was putting my focus on people and trying to stay attached to people. But anyway, go on with your question, man.
No, address that.
Oh.
You're putting your focus on other people to try to stay attached to other people?
Yeah, so saying, like you said, I was a serial dater, I used to be. I feel like I wasn't comfortable in myself, and I want to face my reality of that. So by me, you're good. I was looking at that earlier. If I looked down, I said nothing, but clearly need to be charged. But yeah, no, I was saying I wasn't comfortable enough with myself, so it was like, okay, now I'm trying to find somebody who can say, hey, Keyshawn, you're doing good, or hey, Keyshawn, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I was looking for that. I was looking for myself and somebody else. There we go. I was looking for myself and somebody else, and until I found my real self, I don't really need nobody. Like, it's nice to have somebody around me, but I don't really need nobody around me.
Kind of like a loss of identity, you think?
Yeah, not for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've definitely experienced that before. I think in one of my relationships where I kind of lost my identity of self, and you get so caught up in your relationship that you feel like your relationship is who you are. But I think once I escaped that and I started to kind of get back to who I am, I felt a lot more liberated, and more happy in the end. Yeah. So I agree with what you're saying. Do you think that you would change for your partner if it came to it?
It depends how much you gotta do. I feel like on relationships, friendships, anything that you have with somebody else, either you grow together or you grow apart.
Mm-hmm.
So growth is definitely needed, and with growth comes change. So yeah, I would change my partner, but only I wouldn't change at my core as a whole. If that makes sense. Like some things you gotta change. Like I don't like when you do this. Okay, I can cut that out, or you can adjust on what makes things flow better.
Yeah.
But fully changing who you are at the core should not happen because clearly that's not the good person for you. So yeah, I would definitely change my partner if it's beneficial. But if they're trying to change me, trying to like build a nigga.com. You're not gonna build me to make like your ideal person you want.
I think that you're probably most women's ideal man. I think you're a nice, handsome man.
Thank you, I appreciate
kind,
it.
caring, athletic.
You was gassing me today, bro. Thank you.
Tattoos, nice car, nice job.
Not wait.
Rich.
Yo, listen. They had a quick trip one day, bro. I like quick trip, right?
Yeah.
Get some gas, whatever. Bro, he cool though. He could be. So I'm in the line, trying to check out, and then he goes, "Damn man, you're handsome." Thanks, bro. He said, "No, you're really handsome, bro." And the lady cashier was like, "You call him handsome?" He said, "Yeah, look at him, tattoos, dreads, dark skin. Oh, he's a fine looking fella." I said, "Hey, bro, this might get 20 on 8, bro. Let's go. I'm trying to go, bro." That was crazy to me.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it was last summer, bro. Comedy.
Nigga eating at the gas station is crazy.
Oh man.
You gotta relax.
Would you change for your partner though?
Yeah, I think I would, but I think it's like you said, it's impossible to change at the core. Like your core is who you really are. But and I feel like the change would have to be something I want to make. I don't think that just because you want me to make the change, I mean I'm gonna make it. I gotta be ready for it in life, and maybe you're not ready for everything, but you gotta be willing to at least go out there on a limb and go try it. And if I don't want to try it, any change you trying to push on me, trying to force on me, not really gonna happen. And I'm a firm believer in it's not really what you say is how you say it. So if you on some bullshit and you on my ass on me, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that, I'm not gonna be very receptive to it. Whereas if you kind of suggesting it in a different way, a more positive light, then I'm all right, bet we can work on this and see what's up with it.
Like I said, either you grow together or you grow apart. So I mean, yeah, I feel you, bro.
Do you think two friends can date? Do you think best friends make for good relationships?
What are you asking me? You want to date me?
You're not my best friend. You're my brother.
Oh,
and I don't swing that way. So whatever you into, man.
No, I'm not into that. I'm just bullshitting for the show.
Okay. You've been real zesty today. I ain't gonna lie.
I haven't. That's crazy. Don't you try to push no narrative on me, dog. That's crazy.
I'm gonna let it be. Anyway. Do you think it's possible for two best friends to actually date, or do you think that's like a good combination?
Yeah. I feel like it depends on how long you claim to be your best friend. Or whatever. But I feel like it makes a better relationship in the sense of it feels more natural, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you know that person's actions, you know that person for so long, you know what they've been through. Like, that's your best friend. So I'm pretty sure they've shared secrets enough. They damn near did everything like us. They did everything together besides they at that point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't see why I
hopefully
wouldn't.
not everything.
Right. Well, I seen a video a while ago, and they was best friends. They ain't date or anything, but they cuddled sometimes. Like, I feel like at that point, y'all might be dating, bro. Y'all cuddling like y'all on the phone all the time. Like y'all pretty much are in a relationship without a title, which a lot of people kind of feel like they want nowadays. Is a relationship without a title, which is kind of weird to me. But
because I think once you put the title on, I think people get too much in their heads about shit.
Overcomplicate shit.
Yeah. So I know a lot of women I talk to, or whatever, we be cool, and then once they try to put the title on, it's like, all right, I'm cool.
Yeah.
You on some bullshit right now. Like, you wasn't sweating me like this before. So why you sweating me like this now?
It's once again, like we said before in the past, the social media, bro. It's all about the image.
Yeah.
So when you be like, oh, when it was your best friend, it was cool, but now it's your boyfriend, you gonna let him do that to you, or vice versa? Like, wait a minute, bro. Like
niggas be gassing shit.
Yeah, and it don't be that deep, especially. That's why I like to keep things kind of on a private level too. Not saying I'm trying to hide you, like, but it's the point of I don't need anybody in my business, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's like. When I am in a relationship, I don't do all that posting Woman Crush Wednesday or this my lady. Like I'm gonna show you up here and there. You know what I'm saying?
They still do that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I do see people post a lady and shit, which is cool. But I ain't posting every day. I ain't doing it just to like. Cause I feel like even people say, you know, you find your partner, you find like a treasure or your diamond or whatever. Well, if you have a diamond chain, you're not wearing that shit every day. I'm sorry to tell you. Like,
yeah.
I mean, if you're not used to having it, sure, you're gonna rock it every day. But if you used to have something special, you're gonna treasure it and realize it's special, and it doesn't need to be broadcasted every day, all over the place. So,
you hear that, ladies? Go get you a key.
key to their hearts, man. Go crazy.
Yeah, but so do you think anything should change if friends begin to date? Like you was talking about, you know, sometimes trust begins to fade because now there's a label on it. Now y'all actually into it. Like, do you think motherfuckers should be, I don't know, asking where you at, checking your phone, shit like that?
Nah, bro. Okay, it depends, because with that being best friends, you probably know what your best friend beyond, right? So if your best friend is like, oh yeah, best friend, I did this so dirty, woo woo. So it's like, but then again, you know what you're getting into. So if you want to date that person, you know what you're getting into with yourself. So it's like,
that's really, why you like them.
Yeah.
Because you like everything about them. At least hopefully, if you want to get
majority,
into that.
Yeah. So I mean, if you want to put that, but I feel like I don't trust you on that level. I wouldn't want to date you anyway. If I know you on that, you can, as a friend, you can see the different side that people don't get to see. So you gotta get to see their dark side, their good side, and all in between. So you really gotta make a decision before you make it. So when you make that decision for dating them, I feel like you take what comes with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like you have to change too much. I don't feel like those rules will change too much. That's when the shit gets complicated. That's when it ends faster. Because like before you was real cool, now you're looking weird, and y'all just bump heads too much. What you think?
No, I agree. I don't think really anything should change. That's how I like to form our relationships. I like to just start off slow, start off kicking it, seeing where it goes, and then if we end up making it something official, then we do. But I don't really think anything should change past the label, and I don't even really like doing that. Mm-hmm. So I like to let it slow burn.
Slow burn. Okay. Slow burn. Candles. Does sex equivalent to feelings?
What the fuck? That's a crazy ass transition. Slow burn. Candles. Sex.
I'm just saying that slow burn, slow music, slow can. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you would be good at R&B transitions.
Speaking of R&B, wait a minute. Before we that question, can we talk about what's it called? Soft black men, or was it soft men in general, or the soft black men?
I think it's just a soft life, but I think you low key be living that life.
No, I don't. No.
Like, nah, I can just imagine you, bro, wake up in the morning and turn it on some R&B. Sonder. I think I can see you turn on some Sonder, making you some eggs.
Okay.
An omelet.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, cutting up the peppers, the onions, the chicken, making an omelet.
No, because you saying what I made for breakfast this morning is crazy. And just for your information, I was playing No Cap in the no, I was playing Kendrick Lamar's album, Good Kid, My City. I was playing I was playing that this morning.
Did you film it?
No, I didn't.
To different
film
music?
It. No, I didn't.
Sure. No. New content coming soon. Kicking it with Key, Soft Life. I can see it now, for sure.
Why do you see that? I just asked before we move forward.
I just think it's because you just a chill nigga, bro. And every time I come to your crib, man, it always smell good because you always got some new candle that you went and bought. And I don't know, you always tell me that, oh, look, I cook, and you want to take a picture of it and you just show me.
No, you like food. You be cooking too, bro. So I'm like, okay, let me show my brother what I be cooking up in the kitchen. Water whipping, season that chicken. You feel me?
I do love food. I do love cooking food. I do like trying new foods, but nah.
And I know you're gonna be like, cause I told you that my chicken. No, I showed you my chicken the other day. Like, ooh, got some good crisp on. Like you gave me good feedback. Like, cool, I'm doing my shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But anyways, beside all that, there's sex equivalent to feelings.
Equivalent?
Yeah. Equal, whatever, you know, yeah.
I think depending on who you are, sex can equate to feelings. I think it depends on the frequency.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So what you say?
I think it depends on the frequency. So how often you have sex. Yeah, I think whether or not you doing it unprotected. I think those things play big factors in it, because if I link with you one time, I'm protected, because I usually always am protected, except for when I have my daughter. But other than that, I stay protected. And if we just had that little one night stand, there's not really no feelings there.
That's a great song by Sonder, One Night Only.
Yeah, great song, great experience.
Yeah.
But I think this, kind of like you might have someone, I don't know about you, I'm just going to say in general terms, I don't know anybody who does this, but let's say you have someone that you continue to keep linking with, and y'all getting shit done, right?
Right.
And y'all doing it unprotected. I mean, I think after a while, you can't help but have feelings for them, especially if it's for an ongoing time period.
Now let me ask you, so do you think the feelings get on stronger unprotected, and if so, why?
Yeah, I do, because I think it's more intimate. I think when you're using a condom, I mean, everybody know using a condom ain't, it don't got that same little feel to it, bro.
Right.
So when you take the condom off, it's a little bit more intimate. Um, this is a PG show, so we're gonna leave it at that.
Okay. Respectable.
But what do you think?
I feel like you said, depends. I feel like if you keep on having a consistent rate, it definitely can catch feelings because now it's like you building that trust. Sex is really a thing that takes a lot of trust, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even if it is on some one night stand, you're taking a risk. And like, you know what, bro? I trust you enough to say that you said you're clean, woo woo. Because
That's why I keep a condom, because I don't trust them.
Yeah. See? So, and I feel like once you're at that point where you're doing that, it's like, okay, I trust this person. And clearly to hang out, to have sex, you have to hang out. So now you hang out with a person more. It's just a sneaky link shit. But even now, I feel like y'all cuddle sometimes. You know, y'all it's a vibe thing. You know,
Yeah.
y'all growing experience, y'all growing feelings. So yes, I feel like after a while, long term, feelings can grow. But if it's just a one night only, it's probably not. But it all depends. And definitely, unprotected is definitely easier to catch feelings because it's more intimate. Because like I'm really trusting you, and that's like a more skin to skin thing. It's just like it's just a lot more into it at that point.
That's a good fucking answer, Key.
Thank you,
Good
bro.
fucking answer, man.
You are just great today, dog. My goodness, bro.
I feel like we just gotta celebrate you, man. I don't know, feeling good today. Feel like I want to celebrate everyone.
Hey, thanks, man, but appreciate it.
But speaking of sex, man, you think sometimes the idea of sex is better than the actual thing?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like sometimes, especially, let's be honest, sex is everywhere. You go on Twitter, you see a host room thing. It's not hard to find out there. So I feel like in our heads, we might think of a person who you want to do that action with. And then you be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do this with that person. You know what I'm saying? And you get there, but this is kind of weak.
Yeah.
Or this person wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Because in your head, you have this experience on how it should go down. It don't go that way. So now you're disappointed. You're like, I could have stayed at home for that. You know what I'm saying? Really, people should stay at home because I don't know about y'all, but I like my body count where it's at right now. So I ain't trying
What's it at?
Nah, that's none of your business. Protection reasons, remember? We use protection around here, so
Yeah.
Nah. If you share yours, I'll share mine. How about that?
On the count of 3.
1, 2, 3.
Go.
You said on count of 3, you just said go, some niggas lying.
On the count of 3, go.
Alright, rock, paper. I'm sorry. 1.
What the fuck are you talking
I was
about?
like, 1, 2, 3, go. You ain't saying it. Move forward.
I forgot.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy.
Not like when you was talking, I was just like,
Bro, I don't care, bro. I don't care. Go ahead, bro.
nah, I agree. I think the idea of sex is sometimes better than the actual action because there's plenty of times where I'm like, all right, yeah, let me hit you up, see what you want, and I get there, we link, and then I'm like, I'm going home.
Yeah.
I don't want to see you. I don't want to talk to you. I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. But I think that was more like younger me though. I ain't did that in a while because I think I learned my lesson. Because if I don't feel like I can kick it with you afterwards, I don't really want to go down that route because at the end of the day, I'm going to feel like, damn, why'd I do that? I'm going to feel bad because I really do be feeling like, damn, I just wasted my whole time doing this shit. I'm not really feeling you like that. I think it was just horny.
You wasn't a munch, huh?
No, I'm not a munch.
Now, real quick too though, let me ask, do you think when it's planned is better or do you think it's kind of unexpectedly is better?
I hate planned sex.
Yeah.
Don't fucking ask me, oh yeah, let's link on Tuesday at 5 p.m. and we gonna go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, whatever.
I think it makes it awkward, yeah.
Yeah, because now I'm coming over and I'm like, all right. So I knock on the door, I come through, and I'm like, so, what now?
That's when you got role play. You gotta get like a delivery box and knock on the door and say delivery.
Yeah, because I'm just sitting, I walk in there, bro, I'm literally like, all right, so you want it here or you want it there? You let me know. Let's get this shit done with, get it up. Because it feel like a job.
Yeah.
Feel like I'm coming to, lay the pipes and we getting out of there.
Yeah, that's why you come in your plumber uniform and go ahead and do what you gotta do.
Hey, man. I want to be more than just a piece of meat.
Okay. Respectable. I like that for you, dog. Really, for real. Now, I like that because a lot of people don't have enough respect to be just more than that. People are just okay with just doing that, moving on. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not okay with just casual sex, bro. That's just weird. Not weird, but it's just like not for me. If you do it, you do it, but I'm not a fan of it.
What do you define as casual sex?
I feel like casual sex is when you casually have it in a sense of not with the same person. Of course, I feel like that. So if it's not as casual, if it's with the same person, I don't consider it casual. Or if it isn't like consistent on like an everyday or a week-to-week basis, if it makes sense. I feel like it's casual when if you go out downtown every weekend, have a new one every other week, or whenever you go downtown, or if you go any kind of function, it's like you're casually having sex with different people, like
multiple partners over certain extended time.
Yeah, and you're not really into it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're using protection with all the bodies you probably catching. You probably got use protection, or you should be at least. So
no, niggas is not. I know a lot of niggas who don't use it
yeah,
at all.
For sure. But you, like I said, you should be though. But like I said, they're not. But you're just casually doing it. Like there's no meaning behind it. You're just doing it because you're missing something. To be honest,
right?
You're searching for something, and you're doing that within sex. So yeah, no, it's an L.
Man, casual sex is kind of ass. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like. I feel like I can't really get into the shit I want to get into when it's like, all right, it's the first time. It's kind of like the trial shit. Like I give you like little taste of certain things, but I can't really get a full glimpse of shit. So,
and I think part of that comes with the trust matter. I'm not gonna give you all of that of me if I'm not fully trusting you, because like I can't get into that kind of way because I don't trust you. Bro. No.
Trust sound like a big thing for you.
It is, bro. Trust is a huge thing for me, man. Yeah, it definitely is.
Is there any reason why? Like, were you hurt as a child?
For sure, complete sounds. I think trust, it really just comes from the fact of not even in relationships with like people on the outside, or as family. You know what I'm saying? Just trust is just big, bro. I'm trying to think of a scenario to give y'all real quick. I can't think on top of my head, but just it's important to me, man, because I feel like that's all you got. Like my grandfather told me, all you got is your word. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then he passed when I was real young, and I was doing it to this day. You know what I'm saying? My grandma tells me to this day still too clearly, but it just that's it, man. Trust is very big because it takes a lot to get that from somebody, especially in this world we live in now. I feel like trust isn't as common as we think. So,
yeah.
for someone to say they trust me, bro, it means a lot to me because I know it's not easy to give out. So, and I don't give my trust out either. Like I don't go around trusting everybody around me. That's why my circle's small, because I don't have people around me because I don't trust them. And not in the fact of you might not be, because here we go. My loyalty to somebody else might not be the same extent to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. Not saying I won't be. Let me rephrase it. So
your definition of loyalty might be different than someone else's.
Right, exactly. So this person's like, oh yeah, this is my okay. For example, say if me you have a mutual friend, right? Yeah. And he rocks me the long way. Like he's my guy. I die behind this man. Woo woo. Like Saint, yeah, he's cool, but I don't know if something happens, I might show up, I might not. You know what I'm saying? Like he rock with you, but not to that extent. Like she's that hard for you, going that hard for you. So it always varies with people too. So you have to keep your circle small and watch who you trust.
Actually, well, I think kind of part of trust is like the trust of trying to start something new, right? Mm-hmm. So trying to start something new with a new person or getting into that talking stage. But do you ever find yourself, you want someone, and then once they want you back, you don't really give a fuck? Like you kind of like, I'm all for you.
Yeah, and I feel like it's kind of like a game at that point, which is good childish. I feel like it's the point where it's an ego thing. I feel like people, or you could say I've been wanting a person for a long time. I've been wanting you. Like, excuse me, my bad, yo. Like you could feel like I want you, and then that person gets you, and you're like, damn, I don't really want you no more. And I feel like part that comes from it too is maybe you really see that person as a person. From the outside, you can see all these things like, oh, he seems cool, but it's from a distance, get to know that person up personal. And it's the same kind of person. It's not the same kind of vibe at the core.
Yeah, a lot of people have like a facade about who they really are. They're not the same person when you get to know them deep down.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, for sure. What's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I do that sometimes. I won't say a lot, but I do it sometimes where I'm interested in a person, but then once they start talking, I'm like, all right, yeah, nah, I'm cool. Cause
I'm gonna be honest too. A lot of niggas ain't even that interested. We said before in the past, but let's be real. They seem like they're not really interested in them. People can't hold conversation nowadays, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, nah. A lot of people can't hold conversation. And I think it's also like perspective based too. Because it's like someone might say, like, you talking to them, they might think you're boring, or I might be talking to someone, they might think I'm boring, whatever. But it's just, you may not be that interested either too. Because I think a lot of it has to do with effort. Mm-hmm. And so you sitting there talking to someone and they like kind of playing you to the side. So they're not giving you the full effort. But some people genuinely are just fucking boring people. Like, they don't have nothing going on, nothing they don't want nothing. I think those are the worst people. Not worst people, but the worst people to talk to are those that don't want nothing out of life and aren't trying to do nothing with their life. Why are you here? I really don't get the point of life if you're not gonna go do something.
Right.
Go try for something at least. That's just kind of weird to me, but
I think it depends on where you're at in life. I feel like just like the fact of like we said before, I feel like it depends on where you're at in life because sometimes you feel like you could have say like this. Say you give it your all on something that you tried before and it failed. So now your confidence is shot. Everything's reset. So now it's kind of like you're in a place for loss.
Yeah.
You know, identity, trying to figure out who you are again. So I figured it depends on where you're at in life. But I do agree with you in a way. But still, I think it depends on situations. Like a lot of things do in life though.
for sure.
I think usually I take everything with grace and just, you know, go with it, but with grace, good and bad, you know. Okay. Question: is pushing boundaries always a bad thing? Why you smiling, bro? Is you cool?
Yeah, like it's just the pause there. See, you actually trying to process it, yeah, bro.
Cause now, okay, when I think, bro, I be thinking about 20 things at once in my head, and I had like, okay, no, hold on, pick, you know, something like that.
I can visually see that.
Yeah.
Like, I can see you like.
Like it rolls around in my head. I'm like, okay, it's
But
like a
I know
spin
you
wheel.
too fucking well. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's just comedy to me.
It's a spin
Nobody
wheel.
else probably notice it, but I could just sit there and watch you just literally going through the options and like, all right, boom,
Yeah.
want this one. That's fucking comedy. But you said pushing boundaries is a bad thing?
It's always a bad thing. I feel like I'll let you answer. Go ahead.
I think no. I think that you should be pushing boundaries. I think that's how you excel, how you get better at anything. I think that's how you become a better person, a better human being. I think if you're always complacent and not searching to push your boundaries, that you're not gonna reach very far in life. And I think shit gets boring, shit gets old. So like with friendships or relationships, like you push my boundaries sometimes. We're like, all right, let's go do this or whatever, because you know I'm not a very social person. So for me to get out and go to a social activity, social event, it takes a fucking lot. And that's for me, like, I'm not even the one having to put myself through it, but it takes a lot for me to just get motivated. Like, all right, let me get out and go do something. And so without having good friends, good people around you, a good relationship that will push your boundaries, I mean, I think you might not ever grow to be what you truly could be. So I think pushing boundaries is definitely a good thing, as long as you're not going OD with it. Like if you know someone is like completely like scared shitless or something, don't go put a tarantula on their fucking face or something while they're asleep.
No, see, I ain't gonna hold you. That's just part of me being childish still. I'm gonna do it probably. Off the fact of it's just gonna be funny to see. Like, you gonna bug. You probably hate me after that too, but I'm still might try it. Not saying guaranteed, but I definitely consider
Good thing that's not me.
Yeah. I'm gonna find your deepest, darkest fear. I'm gonna push you to that limit.
I think you know my fears.
I need a darker one then.
Yeah. Because my fears, I don't think they really apply to something you could do.
I'm gonna find one. Once I do, I'm gonna push it.
Plotting on me is crazy.
At least you're here. That's not behind your back. That's what makes me real
The
about
fact
it.
that it's premeditated and it's recorded is kind of even more crazy.
Yeah, well, don't say it's the feds. So.
Okay.
Hold on, before this, like I told you, my brain couldn't go like the little rattling thing.
Yeah.
So backtracking real quick, the conversation things on people not being interesting. I don't like conversations that go all day long. What are you doing? Constantly and laugh my ass off. Like that shit is so dry. Like at least put like a meme in there or something here and there, or like a TikTok or Instagram, anything to make it spice a little bit. But just saying what you doing all day is very boring.
I just stopped the texting.
Okay.
That's me personally. I don't know. I guess I'd be texting not a lot of people. I'm gassing it a little bit, but
No,
I'd be
you're
texting some people, and
Your phone be jugging. Continue.
we'll be talking. But then it's like you don't really have nothing to talk about, which I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. I just think it's because I prefer a phone call anyway. So if you text me and we ain't really talking about nothing, I just won't respond. And then later on in the day when I get some free time, because I'll be busy as fuck, I might give you a call, and then we could really get a good conversation in from there. I think phone calls is way better conversations, or even meeting in person.
Yeah, no, for me, because just like when I be texting people, I look, like, especially when I hit you back at work, okay, it's at work, I just call them because I'm constantly moving out of work. So I'll see it, I'm like, I try to type back, I'm like, what I'm finna say? As I'm looking for a package, as I'm still doing everything else, I'm like, damn, and I'll put it up and I'll forget to reply. And I really hate that because I'm very big on giving somebody a reply back, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even if it's something like, hey, my bad, like, I'll call somebody a week later, bro, my fault, G, I didn't know I ain't you back. Like, I want it back to you. You know, I'm big on that, but I just call you 9 times out of 10 though, because a phone call, like you said, it's a better conversation. I can flow better and just think about it more. Because text, I'm just like, okay.
So why do you think certain people don't reply? Because you said you're big on replying to people and things like that. So like for me, Like if I don't reply, I'll more than likely call you later if I really want to talk to you. But if not, then I'm not gonna call you later. But let's say like I don't know, you talking to someone or whatever, and you constantly hitting them up, but they don't necessarily entertain your shit.
Like an interest, or it can be personal reasons, things going on in their life. I don't want to give anybody the harsh end of the stick saying you just ditching somebody or ghosting them. But people have stuff going on sometimes. Like I said, sometimes I don't feel like, you don't feel like talking for real.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but even with that, bro, like, you don't owe anybody anything, granted, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like if you really care about that person or write that person in some kind of way, you should say at least, hey, I got a lot going on. I see your messages. I appreciate you reaching out. Woo, woo. But right now, I just cannot communicate with you. There's no hard feelings. And I feel like even with that, people shouldn't jump to conclusions like, oh, as far as if you want to talk in like trying to make them like a relationship term.
Yeah.
I feel like people should just, oh, they're talking to somebody else. That's not always true. And if it is, so be it. A person's not for you. Like this.
Ain't shit you could do.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Take that on the chin.
That's what I'm saying. It goes on with taking things with grace, good or bad. Just take it with grace and move forward in life, because not everything with life is gonna be easy. And I think people think when you have a peaceful life or just something like that, it's gonna be all cakes and rainbows. It's not like that, bro. You still have hardships. And you just gotta take it with grace and understand that it's happening for a reason and something better coming your way. So.
Words from a wise man.
You this wise shit, bro. Pull a book out. I'm gonna have you read it.
I can read very well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know you're a wise guy.
Yeah, very average reading scores for me.
Average? I say above average.
No, I excelled in science and math, not really reading so much.
Okay.
But yeah, I know you're a good reader, all-star reader.
I don't want to say all-star. I'm good at numbers, but not reading so much.
We still have deleted scenes of you reading a book.
That gave me a heart attack.
That didn't make it to the internet. Probably won't.
Yeah.
We'll let you live.
Thank you.
I like this image of you being a smart, intelligent young man.
Don't do this, man. I'm gonna wear a trench coat, a white one, and a lab coat. I'm sorry, and glasses next week.
For what?
To seem more intelligent. I'm gonna get some orange hair like Dexter.
We'll do it. I'd love to see it.
No, speaking of school and books and whatnot, I have a quick question. Why did more guys than anybody else, like sophomore year, up at them trends and stuff, I feel like in our generation, them niggas used to wear kid backpacks, like the Dora ones, Hello Kitty, Spider-Man. You need a big bag for high school. These got these little tiny backpacks on.
You ain't need no fucking backpack for high school. Because you ain't doing no work.
You still got books to take home, though.
But yeah, no. I mean, I think I did that. I had a Hello Kitty backpack. I don't know if it was in high school. I think it was in middle school. I took it from a girl I was talking to.
What was the purpose?
To let niggas know that's mine.
The backpack or the girl?
The girl. And that was me. That was my reasoning. So like, if I'm fucking with a girl, and maybe because I'm not big on necessarily making my relationships public.
Yeah.
So I do little things to let people know who I'm fucking with.
Okay.
And so back then when I was younger, because now I do a little bit more subtly, but when I was younger, it's like I'm gonna grab some of yours and I'm gonna wear it, so that way motherfuckers know. Like I'm not grabbing your bra or your tank top or nothing like that.
You do like a hair tie or something like that.
Yeah, I grab your hair tie, your belt, your backpack or something like that. I'm gonna take your shit. We gonna rock out for the week.
That definitely was on some middle school stuff. It'd be like, you be sitting there flirting somebody. Let me get your hair tied. Just wait the whole. You don't look, bro. Have a whole wave. You know, like he had waves and everything. 360 waves. Let me get your hair tied for what, nigga? Like what you need a hair tie for? But yeah, that's
Niggas
crazy.
is something else. What backpack did you have?
I had quite a few.
Elmo.
I had Elmo. No, was it? I had Cookie Monster one.
And Wiz Khalifa.
Nah, I had it was a jacket. Then middle school was a crazy time for me. Yeah, and I had a Spider-Man one, Superman one. I think I might have had a Dora one too. But looking back, I think I just had it because I wanted to fit in. Like you said, yours was for a reason to claim your property or girl. I'm sorry.
That's crazy. That's a human being.
That's you. Well, you claimed her. I'm you. But nah, I feel like it was for me to fit in. Cause I'm like, I didn't know why niggas was doing it. I was like, oh, you got a little backpack on. He's pretty popular. Hey, Mom, let me go to Target. Let me get a Hello Kitty backpack or something. You know what I'm saying? I just did it because I thought it was cool. That cool. I thought I just want to be accepted at that point.
Yeah.
So.
I think it was a little trend of who was cool, who wasn't. I don't know.
No, definitely.
I don't remember
was.
it.
Yeah.
I was chilling. I don't remember most of those years.
But then again, too, I feel like the New Boys might have had something to do with that. New Boys had skinny jeans on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they had skinny jeans on, and they had them little tight backpacks and all. Everything was just tight and skinny back then.
Okay.
Why are you just saying that?
Just trying to figure out now what.
I'm just It's tight and skinny, bro.
Where's the transition from that one?
You figure that one out. I transitioned. I don't know.
Well, I actually don't really have much of nothing else today. I feel like we talked about a lot of good things today.
Yeah.
I enjoyed today's episode.
It was cool. It was smooth.
I was happy that, well, I guess let me let y'all know we are not going to be looking for a third anymore. We decided that it's best for just me and Key to be here. I think that for me personally, I think I'm able to dive deeper into certain topics with just me and Key here. We're not looking for a third opinion or a third voice. And then if we do ever want somebody to come on, we can just have them on as a guest, so we don't have to have a permanent person on. We can rotate through different people who maybe we fuck with, or just have a good message or something good going on that we want to get their perspective on.
Speaking of good messages, like I said, I ain't said I guess, but homeboy Caleb's got a sneaker drive coming up soon in the community. If you're located in our area, January 4th through the 27th, you can donate at Hoover High School, give away shoes. He has a GoFundMe as well. If you go to my channel, you can find out that in the description below.
Send it to me. I'll put it in the description.
Bet. But yeah, and on the 28th, pull up. I think it's 1:30 to 4:30 p.m. On the 20th of January, pull up, get some free kicks, play basketball, chill, and have some fun with us. But yeah, that was pretty much it on that topic.
That's actually a really dope event. Like,
Yeah, nah, bro, he's a dope guy. Like, that's my guy for sure.
especially for him to be so young, because I don't know how much younger he is than us, but he's a few years younger than us.
Mhm.
And I think that's actually really fucking amazing to see
That's
such
what
a
I-
young kid do something so cool.
That's what I was saying earlier in like our generation, bro. Like, if you want to see change, I feel like our generation we people to do it, bro. Like they have so much pull, like on a lot of stuff, bro. And I've seen him do things before in the past, bro, at events, and just how he can bring a whole community together, bro, for our culture is just hella dope to me, and I really respect what he does. So check him out, man. Check us out. You know what I'm saying? Be there or be square.
Oh, you said what's going on that Saturday?
The sneaker drive.
Okay, but no, I think you said something else was going on that Saturday. Hooping?
Yeah, you can hoop there. Yeah, so if you're at the event, they're giving away free shoes and stuff. But you know, so there'll be music there from artists locally. I'm sure too. I'm not showing the details. I'll have to get back with him and see what's going on with that fully. I don't want to give y'all misinformation, but I do know there will be hoop sessions there for sure. It's gonna be in Hoover's big gym. So big L's coming soon from y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying?
We can get fives right now. That'd be nice.
That'd be lit. That'd be lit. Free shoes, good runs. You know, good music. It'd be like a cookout.
I just bought some hooping shoes too that I still gotta break in.
Yeah, I got some new ones too. I got some Hardens I gotta bust out. So
Yeah, I got them way away, so I'm ready to use them hoes.
okay, for sure.
And well, on that note, let us know what you thought of the episode. Let us know if there's anything that you want us to talk about. Any comments, questions, whatever. Let us know. We like to interact with y'all. We want to make this.
Right.
Yeah, we want to make this more interactive. But on that note, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and we out of here.
Be smooth, yo.